this evening in this must-win encounter for Juve, and they need
to dominate the ball, to dominate possession, and also the work rate and the tenacity to
on. But Adam Virgo, this is the leading scorer in Serie A this season. The Hellas Verona in Bergamo or Naples, respectively, to do them a favour. They finish in the top half of the table this year. Sat in 12. Be playing their football on Thursday nights in the Europa League. But a win.
Million questions after. If they lose, then all of a sudden he is really on the back foot, because then they don't qualify for the Champions League, and it's a massive, massive.
Chilean anchor Gary Medel, and the club's second top scorer in Serie A. Morata and Paulo Dybala are the two that come into Andrea Pirlo's starting 11. So we see Andrea Pirlo, the Juventus coach, with a lot on his mind. Sinisa Mihajlovic just
cat that there's no real pressure on them. So you'd like to certainly see the likes of Ognato in that final third.
In Bergamo between Atalanta and Milan. In Naples between Napoli and Hellas Verona, keeping him at bay. Trying the Svanberg. It's a lovely pass. De Silvestri. His cross was a teasing one in towards the near post, but it didn't fire line. It's a good pullback. Shooting chance for Rabiot. It's off the crossbar and turned in. Chiesa strikes early, and Juventus get the bright start that they wanted after just 5 minutes. And a man who scored in midweek finds the back of the net.
Well, certainly the perfect start for Juventus, and a lot goes down to Alvaro Morata. The desire and determination to keep this one in. Just gets in front of De Silvestri in there, and he just doesn't quite react to it when the ball goes back to him.
Kulusevski needs somewhere to go with it, and the space just never don't get their defensive duties sorted. Morata on the pullback, Dybala trying to twist and touch between Kulusevski and Dybala. The Swede cutting inside, that's a vital poke. Lovely pass through the channel. Chiesa trying to be the provider. Fancy footwork from Skov Olsen. Gives him the crossing opportunity, but the eventual effort is well over the top of the crossbar. Very awkward one to take in the end for the Swede, Matthias Svanberg. Ahead with Milan, that 3-0 defeat. Still no ball into the box. Now it loops towards that far post. Things down. Won't latch onto. Gets his ball into the box, but again it's too close to the keeper. Comfortable evening so far, really, in the opening 20 minutes. Juventus, when the scores were 0-0. One won't be coming to fruition than he did with the free kick. Still might be a chance here. Schouten pulling the trigger from the edge of the box, but straight down the throw to the keeper. Getting a lot of room at the moment for Juventus as Dybala sends it into the top of the box for Morata. Go alone here. Now he needs to try and find a pullback. Eventually goes for this.
And they're getting into good areas as well.
From the defender. Barrow fancies his chances from distance. Quadrado drills it in. Dybala able to bring it under control. Excellent work from Dybala. Oh, it's wonderful. He and Morata combine. And Juventus with a beautiful piece of play. And it's all smiles for the old lady, as Dybala's deft touch and skill helps to open up the opportunity.
Well, it's brilliant individual skill from Dybala you want to see. It's just certainly what Juventus fans want to see from Dybala within that final third, turning and weaving and putting another assist on the plate there for Morata. But it's certainly a goal.
Palacio hangs it up towards the far post. Had to be nodded. Going to take on Alexandro Skov Olsen. It takes a deflection. On the far side, it's back with the Swede though here. This is better. De Silvestri trying to feed it back across goal, blocked by De Ligt. Keeps it in. Tomiyasu, the right back, going with the left peg. De Ligt down inside the 6-yard box. Silvestri. Barrow. Skov Olsen gives it inside. Excellent goal scorer and creator this season, Musa Barrow. Bologna using the high press, and it's awkward from Danilo back to his keeper, and a corner comes for the hosts. Lovely touch back to the Italian. Shenton's little fly that they are. Lovely Lovely work around the top of the box. Rabiot's in behind here and he tucks it away. It's 3-0. Juventus are playing their part on the road and doing the job that they need to do. And in quite spectacular style, they could start running up the score sheet here. Rabiot strikes. Juventus lead by 3 just before half-time.
That's a really, really well taken goal from Rabiot. Great little link-up play from Chiesa into Kulusevski. And they just
early breakthrough for the away side before Morata and Rabiot both pounced as this season. So we are waiting for the other 2 big matches to kick off for the second half as well, as Palacio's in behind and he's dinked it over the keeper and he's found the back of the net, and that's the perfect start for Bologna. But I think the flag has been raised on this near side and it's not going to stand for Palacio as he just couldn't quite time his run.
That was a good
ball forward and a wonderful touch by Morata as well to bring it under control. Can he provide the finish? He can. His second of the night. Skorupski got a hand on it but couldn't keep it out. Route 1 football from Juventus. And again, we are denied another goal at the start of this second half, I think, from the offside flag. Brilliant play by Morata, though. Wonderful touch and turn. First, Dybala on the prowl, gives it wide. Kulusevski. Chiesa. Looking for another one himself, and he's not too far away with that. Just dragging it wide of the far post. Dybala's there for the pullback. Chiesa almost there as well. Morata looking for the hat-trick, blocked from close range. I wonder if there was a shout from Morata for handball there, but some fine defending in the final moment.
Doing that at the moment, Juventus, and not really laying off one bit.
And they're getting gifts as well as Dybala flashes it wide of the target. Past the first defensive wall. And then it's hacked as well to create some space for himself. He'll have a pop too, once again right at the goalkeeper. Safely collected by Szczesny. Dorado makes his way into the box as well. Wants the service, might be found! Oh, Morata, I thought he had the hat-trick for a moment there. Kulusevski can't turn away from his...
This one, just to give 1 or 2 players an opportunity. Certainly feels with
some seats. And Napoli will be missing out as that one's drilled into the side netting by Frago. A little bit of room on the edge of the final third. Barrow thought about pulling the trigger. Was he caught from behind? Nothing given. He certainly feels his heels were clipped slightly by Kulusevski. Scuff strike from Palacio, still might fall, and it's turned in. An excellent finish by Orsolini, and there will be no clean sheet for Juventus this evening. It's not going to make a world of difference in the grand picture of tonight's encounter, but against his former club, Orsolini strikes and the substitute is on the score sheet.
There will certainly damage limitations for Juventus, but just an area of frustration.
2 to his left, one of them is Barrow, who smashes it. And
Sensi. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Brozovic. Inter Milan.